Hello all. So today we're talking about chapter 2 and talking more about coaching today. So here we go. So many physical educators aspire to a career as a coach. Because a teaching certificate is required by many states to coach, many prospective coaches pursue a degree in physical education. Some of these prospective coaches seek a dual career as a teacher and a coach. And oftentimes there's a stipend involved with the coaching side. You have your teacher's salary and then a stipend as a coach. Whereas others desire solely to coach and view a teaching career as a means to attain their ultimate ambition. As with teaching, coaching opportunities today exist in both the school and non-school settings. In the school setting, at the interscholastic level, coaches work with middle school and high school athletes. Intercollegiate coaching opportunities are found in 2-year community colleges as well as 4-year colleges and universities. Outside of the school settings, there are many different opportunities for coaching. Some young people aspire to coach at the professional level. An increasing number of coaching opportunities are available in commercial or private clubs, such as coaching elite gymnasts or promising young tennis professionals. Community-based programs offer a multitude of coaching opportunities as well. In the past 2 decades, participation in sport by older adults and people with disabilities has increased. For example, in 2015, nearly 10,000 athletes aged 50 and over participated in the U.S. Summer Senior Games, the Senior Olympics. There are over 800 events and 19 sports. The Special Olympics, the Paralympics, and the Games for the Deaf are attracting record numbers of participants. Coaching opportunities within these populations are increasing as these athletes strive to achieve their goals. Teaching responsibilities may be associated with coaching. At the interscholastic level, it is expected that coaches will teach classes in the school. Often coaches teach physical education. At the collegiate level, some coaches are hired solely to coach and have no teaching responsibilities. At other higher education institutions, coaches may have teaching responsibilities in the general physical education program or in the professional preparation program. Administrative responsibilities also may be associated with coaching. Millions of people, ranging from very young children to adults, participate in sports, their skill levels varying from the beginning athlete to the elite performer. Opportunities to coach exist at many levels, ranging from community programs for all ages to interscholastic sport and intercollegiate sports. Professional sports and private sport clubs offer other avenues to those desiring to coach. Oftentimes your previous coaching experience impacts your opportunities, and you may have to pay your dues, so to speak, as you seek to advance up the coaching ranks. You might start out coaching a modified team, advance to coaching the junior varsity team, and then move on from there to coach the varsity team. Or maybe you start out as an assistant coach before having the chance to be a head coach. Many choose to coach because of the opportunity to work with highly skilled and motivated individuals. Many coaches enter the profession because of their belief that participation in athletics can be a positive experience. They are committed to providing opportunities by which young people can develop to their fullest potential, both as athletes and as individuals. Coaching is a highly visible occupation, and coaches may have a great deal of influence and power with both the institution and the community. The excitement, attention, influence, and recognition associated with coaching make it an attractive career choice. Like teaching, coaching offers rewards, benefits, and challenges to those pursuing this career. Many intrinsic rewards are associated with coaching. The opportunity to work with athletes to achieve their fullest potential, the excitement of winning and the satisfaction associated with giving the best of oneself, and the respect accorded to a coach are some of the intrinsic benefits of coaching. Several challenges are associated with coaching. The hours are often long and arduous. The practice hours and hours spent coaching during a competition are the most visible indications of the amount of time involved in coaching. Untold hours may be spent in preparing practices, reviewing the results of games, and planning for the next encounter, counseling athletes, performing public relations work, and at the collegiate level, recruiting. Depending on the level of which you wish to coach, you can take several steps to enhance your chances of securing the coaching position you desire. First, coaching requires a great deal of experience. Playing experience in the sport you wish to coach may be helpful in this respect. Attending clinics and workshops on advanced techniques and rules may add to your knowledge. Consider becoming a rated official in your sport. Take advantage of coaching certification and licensing programs, such as the one offered by soccer by the United States Soccer Federation. Second, particularly for coaching at the interscholastic level, a teaching certificate may be required. However, this depends on the state in which you wish to coach. Coaching at the intercollegiate level often requires a master's degree. Prospective coaches should consider developing expertise in a second sport, preferably one that is not in season at the same time as your other sport. For example, if you want to coach soccer, which is a fall sport, you should develop expertise in a spring sport such as lacrosse, baseball, or softball. At many institutions at both the interscholastic and intercollegiate levels, coaches may be required to coach two sport activities or sometimes be the head coach in one sport and serve as an assistant coach in a second sport. At other institutions, a coach may be involved in one sport throughout the year because of the length of the season. Practical experience is helpful as well. Volunteering to serve as an assistant coach or working with a youth sport program as a coach during your undergraduate preparation is a step in the right direction and is an invaluable experience. It is important that prospective coaches realize that oftentimes one must be willing to work in other positions in a coaching organization before achieving the head coaching position desired. Shape America's National Standards for Sport Coaches provides a framework for organizations and agencies offering coaching education. Knowledge, skills, and values associated with effective and appropriate coaching of athletes are organized into 40 standards, grouped into 8 domains. The 8 domains of coaching competency are philosophy and ethics, safety and injury prevention, physical education, growth and development, teaching and communication, sports skills and tactics, organization and administration, and evaluation. For each domain, several standards are identified, and for each standard, specific benchmarks listed. These standards emphasize that a coach's philosophy should be athlete-centered, with attention given to the safety and development of each athlete. Recognizing the developmental levels and skills of athletes may vary widely. As leaders, coaches serve as role models, and as such must demonstrate appropriate and ethical behavior both in practices and competition. The safety of each athlete should be paramount. Coaches need to know the risks inherent in their sport and how to reduce them, as well as be aware of new injury protocols like concussions. Physical conditioning needs to be progressive and scientifically based to ensure the safety of athletes. So paying attention to the heat index when conditioning. Burnout is a problem among teachers and coaches. Noted researcher Christina Maslach defines job burnout as a psychological syndrome in response to chronic interpersonal stressors on the job. The 3 key dimensions of this response are an overwhelming exhaustion, feelings of cynicism and detachment from the job, and a sense of ineffectiveness and lack of accomplishment. Because burnout can have a devastating effect on dedicated individuals, young professionals need to be aware of the causes and consequences of burnout and strategies that they can use to prevent its occurrence. There are many causes of teacher burnout: lack of administrative support, lack of input into the curriculum process, and public criticism, and the accompanying lack of community support. Inadequate salaries, discipline problems, too little time to do the ever-growing amount of work, large classes, and heavier teaching loads may also contribute to this problem. The lack of challenge, inadequate supervisory feedback, and the absence of opportunities for personal and professional growth also may lead to burnout. In the coaching realm, burnout may be caused by seasons that go on without end. Preseason, in-season, and postseason obligations result in only a short break for coaches, giving them little time to rest or recharge. Extended time spent in preparation and planning, excessive paperwork, and a myriad of administrative tasks that consume coaches' time are contributing factors. The lack of administrative support coupled with administrative demands and pressure take their toll. Traveling for games, scouting your opponents, and in some cases recruiting trips all occupy coaches' time. Conflict with athletes, pressure from parents and community, and institutional expectations add to coaches' stress. Teacher-coach role conflict may also contribute to burnout. You probably all had a coach that was also a teacher that tended to put more effort into their coaching rather than their teaching. What can be done to cope with burnout? The varied causes and consequences of burnout require a diversity of solutions. Supervisors, such as principals and athletic directors, can play a crucial role in the prevention and remediation of burnout. Supervisors can provide teachers and coaches with meaningful in-service programs, focusing on developing a variety of teaching and coaching techniques, learning efficient time management, and acquiring effective communication skills. They can also provide teachers and coaches with more feedback about their performance, which can serve as a stimulus for growth. Teachers and coaches can seek out new ideas, professional contacts, and opportunities through participation in professional organizations and conferences. Taking some time off to revitalize yourself during the summer is also a successful strategy. Developing and participating in hobbies or non-work related activities are helpful ways to deal with burnout. Establishing and maintaining an appropriate level of fitness, practicing proper nutrition, and getting enough sleep are also positive approaches to dealing with burnout. Some teachers and coaches seek to cope with the consequences of burnout by adopting inappropriate solutions such as alcohol or drugs. The pervasiveness of burnout and the serious consequences for teachers, coaches, students, and athletes should make dealing with burnout an important professional priority. If you are interested in a teaching career, whether it be in the school or non-school setting, you can often enhance both your marketability and your ability to teach by building on your assets and your interests. Through careful planning of your study program and wise use of your electives and practicum experiences can improve your chances of gaining the professional position you desire. Many of the same strategies are applicable to coaching as well. You can enhance your opportunities to teach in the school setting in several ways. One way is to build on talents or skills you already possess. For example, the need is great for bilingual educators. Perhaps you have gained proficiency in a second language because of your family background, the location in which you grew up, or the foreign language you studied in secondary school. These language skills can be built on with further coursework at the college or university level. Second, additional coursework can be beneficial in broadening the abilities of the prospective teacher. Courses in the area of adapted physical education are an asset whether or not one is interested in specializing in adapted physical education. Because adapted physical education emphasizes individualized instruction, the knowledge gained from its study can be applied to all children, including those with special needs, mainstreamed into or included in regular physical education classes. Additional courses in health may be helpful because physical educators often find themselves teaching one or two health classes in addition to their physical education courses. The close relationship between wellness and fitness makes knowledge of health important to the practitioner. Another possibility, depending on the state in which you plan to teach, is to gain certification to teach in a second academic area, or dual certification. In the coaching realm, one's experience as an athlete in the sport is an asset. Many former athletes have capitalized on their experience to secure coaching positions. Previous work as an assistant or head coach enhances your credentials. Professional contacts, official ratings in a sport, and membership in a professional organization are helpful in getting hired or advancing. Many states require that coaches hold teaching certifications. Holding such certification gives one more flexibility in selecting from job opportunities. Finally, you can enhance your credentials by gaining as much practical experience as possible, working with people of all ages and abilities. This holds true whether you are seeking work in a school or non-school setting or in coaching. This experience can be gained through volunteer work or part-time employment, summer employment, or supervised field experiences such as your internship sponsored by your college or university, which, by the way, I am the internship coordinator for all of our kinesiology folks, so our exercise science, sport management, and pre-allied health people. Being able to cite such practical experiences on your resume may prove invaluable when you are seeking to gain employment. Membership in professional organizations and growing your professional network may also be helpful in securing employment. Teachers and coaches can improve their marketability by acquiring skills in the use of technology. Technology can help teachers and coaches enhance their instructional effectiveness and manage their time more efficiently. Many teachers are now using heart rate monitors in their classes. These monitors, which attach to the students' wrists, provide immediate and ongoing feedback to students about their heart rate. Many heart rate monitors store the information so that it can be downloaded to a computer and later analyzed by the teacher. Some monitors include accelerometers that allow for monitoring their amount of movement. Newer wearable technology uses GPS and RFID to actually track the movements of participants, monitoring such information as miles covered, speed of movement, and other parameters. This technology is expensive at this time and more often used by intercollegiate and professional sports teams. However, as it becomes cheaper, this technology may become more readily available to coaches and teachers. And that concludes our discussion today. I look forward to talking with you more. We're going to be kind of skipping around a little bit as there's more material I want to get to before the end of the semester. So thank you guys for visiting with me today. I look forward to talking with you soon. Have a good day.